nasty guy. So in love I might make you puke. She's the apple of his eye. Sit right down, we're gonna give you the scoop with Ryan Pfeiffer and Lisa Doop. Stamma-lamma ding-dong loop-de-loop. This is the story of a guy named Mr. Boop.
You're listening to Being Mr. Boop. You can call me Mr. Boop. I
don't know what this bit is.
I thought it was the well, he doesn't have to call me. I thought it was that one at first, so I kind of read it wrong, but it's fine.
Yeah.
My name is Ryan Pfeiffer, and I am
one?
Mr. Boop.
Who wrote that one? Was that me or you?
Me. It's a Dorian Electra reference.
Oh, okay. My name is Lisa Doop, and I am Mr. Boop.
Lisa,
hey everyone.
Hi. Lisa, it's Monday, October 5th, 2020. Today we're reading the 177th ever Mr. Boop strip. What happens in today's Mr. Boop?
In today's Mr. Boop, Alec considers the dangers of in-person contact. I wasn't looking at the spreadsheet. I was taking a...
Okay, 4 panels. Mr. Boop.
Well...
First panel is just a text exchange. What?
What the hell? What's going on? This is adventurous storytelling, Alec. We hate you for this.
There's 4 text bubbles, which I get. They've been texting, but now it's like this whole panel is just like a text exchange. No pictures or anything.
The relationship.
What is this? A fucking book?
Yeah. Yes. I guess he needed to convey this whatever information is held in this box quickly.
Like
didn't
so there's so the 2 of the text bubbles are like gray, and the other are not. And I don't know. They haven't been color coded so far, so it's not immediately clear who's saying who. But there's the first 2 are white, and the second 2 are gray. So the first,
we'll say
the first 2,
they're being received. The first 2 are being received.
I suppose,
like,
but we don't know whose phone we're looking at yet.
No, yeah.
So we're gonna have to arbitrarily pick voices for each one. So I'll read the first 2, you read the second 2.
Okay.
Which voice should I do for the first 2?
I was thinking about doing like a real gruff jazz man type thing.
You were? I'll pick one for you. You pick one for me.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking. But I mean, if you want,
so
ideas,
I should do a gruff jazz voice.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. But do it really sensitively. If you be real sensitive about it.
I wish we didn't meet in the middle of a pandemic. Electries.
That's what are you, a mob boss?
I was trying not to do that. I bet it would be so nice to hang out with you in person. But with you is spelled W-U, like abbreviated.
I've never seen it done like that before.
Hey you cool cats. I'm gonna play you a jazz song. That's just Bob Dylan.
Hey, how many wives must be fabricated? Or whatever.
You do.
Can I do Bob Dylan?
No.
You kind of got me hyped up for it.
No, I already did Bob Dylan. You do. I'm gonna Adam Sandler.
I don't know how to do Adam Sandler.
Too
but
bad.
I'll give it a shot. I know it sucks, man.
What the fuck is that? That's your Adam Sandler?
It's me, Adam Sandler, man.
That's not even it. What? You're not trying.
I was in Big.
No, you weren't.
No.
You weren't in Big.
I think I'll know if I was in Big because I'm Adam Sandler. You know?
Let me fact check this.
I was in the Truman Show.
No, he was in Big Daddy. Not Big. He was not in the Truman Show.
Have you seen Jack? The movie Jack?
You just thought that because it's like Big.
Why no? They're completely different. I wasn't even thinking of Big when I wrote and direct Jack.
I haven't seen Jack.
What about
You know who did write
what
and
about
direct it? Do you know who directed Jack?
What about the Rowan Williams one?
Yeah, that's Jack. You know who directed
what?
Jack?
What's the Adam Sandler one then?
I don't know. Which one are you talking about?
The Adam
Billy
Sandler
Madison?
movie. Yeah, what about Billy Madison?
Billy Madison's nothing like any of those. Billy Madison's like just about a man going back to elementary school to get his elementary school. It's not like a man who thinks he's a kid or whatever, or a kid that turns into a man or anything like that.
You gotta watch them as a trilogy to really understand. You gotta watch the big
I bet
Billy
they
Madison
sell those
trilogy.
in like a DVD 3-pack.
I once found a DVD free, it was a DVD pack in my local charity show.
Slowly slipped out of that the voice because you like started telling an actual anecdote.
It was like it had like a.
Are you telling an actual anecdote, or are you in character still? I can't even tell if this is your voice or not.
That's the magic, isn't it? So anyway, it had like 6. I thought it had 6 movies on it. But it was just a compilation of trailers. But it was some of the weirdest things. It was like Happy Feet, and then 2012, like All in One, and then I don't know.
Where did
maybe
you
a
find
Matrix
this?
I'll have to look through my photos. But why don't we move on to the next panel?
You didn't read you read like one speech bubble, I think.
Is there any way you'd feel comfortable meeting up?
2 electoral hearts. Also,
2
sucks was in all caps in the other one. So I'm still not sure who's saying who here.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I think that the grey text, the sending text, is Alec, because he's our lead man, and you'd think like, we're from the perspective of our main character. But who knows?
It does read also like Alec is saying it, like especially the I know it sucks. Like
that's kind of his established voice by this point.
It's like I don't know, gives me sort of fuckboy vibes a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Do you get it? Like it does kind of, right?
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I do think the gray bubbles are his. Also, if that's sent, and with the next panel we see him looking at his phone, so we could assume that we were looking at his phone screen. Mm-hmm. So yeah, next panel we see Alec holding up his phone, doing like a talkie, but he's not. But it's I guess this would be a texty because he's holding up his phone and texting. Mm-hmm. He's just holding his phone up. I don't know. He's looking at his phone. He's blushing a little bit as he looks at his phone, reading text, and there's a text bubble coming from his phone that says, "We could do like electries." We're still doing this, I guess.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with that.
A park date? 2 electral hearts. Is that crazy? 2 electral hearts.
No, I guess the white text is no. Huh.
Well, it's white text for the rest of the strip. So it was only colored like that because it was where we were seeing both sides.
It's interesting, yeah.
I guess. Panel 3. You describe it. I don't know, whatever.
We see our beautiful female lead for this so far, Liz.
Hang on. In panel 2, Alec was towards the right of the panel, sort of off panel a little bit. She's I'm just being a little bit more specific here because she's on the left of the panel now. She's not off panel at all, but she is on the left side of the panel. Interestingly, she looks. I guess it's a closer shot of Alec than it is of her because she looks like shorter and kind of smaller here than he does, which is not the case. They look almost the same size here, if not like he's bigger, which he's not. He's shorter than her.
Short king.
Okay, just you can describe it now.
I was also going to say that what's it called? So in this panel, Liz is positioned to the right, and Alec is in the previous. Alec was positioned in the left, and I think maybe that could be a hint to who's saying what. I mean, not that it's important, but you know,
it's possible.
Yeah, and also Alec, her phone is grey and his is white. So,
but that's not how they
but
were
that
color-coded.
Yeah, what?
Because his were.
Yeah,
were
I know,
gray.
but so they're contrasting it. It's weird.
So I will say maybe the right and left thing was supposed to correspond with the text. I don't think the colors were.
Interesting. Anyway, she says
because he just uses those colors anyway, you know.
But I think, yeah, I don't know. I was thinking like when he was doing the text bubbles, he was thinking like, well, her phone is colored, blah blah blah. But maybe it's like meant to be like, you know, to confuse you a little bit.
No, I did.
But also maybe I'm
reading
into it.
I don't think he would.
Okay.
I don't think he puts that sort of thought into a thing like that. I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, Liz says it's not, or maybe her phone says it's not crazy. I would love that.
Wait.
Double electro point. Let's do it if you're free.
What? Wait.
Double electro point.
No. What?
It's hard to tell whether she's texting this or if she's reading
no,
this.
This is Alex saying this.
Really?
Yes. So you got to do the Adam Sandler voice.
It's not crazy. I would love that. Double electro point. Let's
And
do
love
it
is
for
in
free.
all caps.
Let's do it if you're free. Double electro point. I think that it's intentionally
Electro
vague.
point.
He's saying what?
No, I don't.
But I
no,
don't know
I
why.
disagree. I think it's no, because look. Okay, well, we'll get to this, but it shows in the last panel for sure. I'm pretty sure. So and Liz is blushing as she's looking at her phone. She's holding it with both hands. She got a bracelet on. Yeah, let's compare it to her other outfits. I feel like she usually wears like a tank top. Here she's wearing like a black T-shirt and a bracelet, which she has not worn before, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, this is crazy, man.
I guess. And her hair's not curled anymore, so that was not like a permanent thing. She just had bad head, I guess.
Yeah.
And she's got
Big weird.
3 electro points above her head.
Yeah.
I thought Lisa would describe all this, but
I described the electro points.
did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Panel 4, we're back to that shot of Alec, but now he's like centered in the panel for some reason. I guess to fit in the speech bubble and on one side and the thought bubble on another.
Yeah.
He's still got his hand in the same position holding his phone, but he's got his other hand is now like cupped around his face in like a daydreaming sort of way, or like a oh gosh sort of way, like a half Macaulay Culkin, you know?
The famous half Culkin.
He's still blushing. He's like looking up, sort of. So I think maybe it is like a daydreaming thing because of the way his eyes are positioned. Maybe not a half Culkin. And the text, which is definitely from Liz, because he's not even looking at his phone, so he's not texting. So this is definitely Liz texting this, and he has read it, and he is now like in thought. This is how we know that each text we see in each panel is from the other person.
I suppose you could read it that way. I'm still seeing it the way I see it.
Which is what? Vague?
Yeah, which is intentionally vague.
No. The text in this panel is from Liz, is from Betty, is from Lisa.
Yes.
Those are all the same person now. And it says, "Good, electro point. I really want to see you, electro point." And then 4 hearts not heart flies, not electral hearts, just hearts. Heart emojis, I guess. I feel like, yeah, I mean, they used those before, but these ones aren't colored in. So maybe they're a different color. Or he was just too lazy to color them in. And Alec has a thought bubble on the other side of the panel, the right side. Yes. Which reads, oh, wow, this is so great. Electro point. Man. Let me look through this a little bit. Yeah. Huh. I mean, I guess it is easier for them to like plan a date since they already like met in person.
Yeah.
I don't know. How long do you think they've been talking? I've been like on dating apps trying to meet people, but it never really gets to that sort of planning stage usually. Only once has it gotten to that point. Usually it's just like, you know, we message back and forth a little bit and then it just kind of falls off. I don't know. Like we just stop messaging. Stop finding things to say.
There was one guy who I was talking to. This is, you know, who we'd gotten to know each other through, you know, online.
So not like
things.
A dating app.
Yeah, it was online, but it was in a, you know, it was in a sexual context, I guess. And they said,
I don't need to know that.
I mean, just like to set the scene. And they said, sigh, I wish you lived in. And then they said the name of my town, and I was like, what the fuck? That's so weird. Like, it's kind of like, and I said, that's where I live.
Oh,
that is where I live. And we did meet up, and he was like 5 years older than me. He didn't like hurt me or anything. We established, you know, boundaries. But he was really, not to say this on it, but he was a bit creepy. And like, so gross. Just like he looked like he hadn't showered. And he had kids, apparently. But the good thing is, he showed me all of the places that sell cigarettes cheap. So hey, not that I smoke.
Oh.
No, I don't.
I was gonna be, because already I'm hearing things about you that I don't hear any of this sort of thing before. So you saying that, I'm like, maybe she smokes. I don't even know.
But it was like, what the? It's like, but that's kind of like the extent of the good experience there, is what I mean. And there was someone else who I was talking to, similar situation where we mentioned that we noticed we were in the same time zone and they're like an hour away from me. And I'm like, oh, we could meet up if, you know, we paid for coaches and hotels.
That's Britain, I guess.
That's what it's like living in a small
Europe,
country.
I guess.
Yeah.
Everything's close together.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
what were you saying?
I don't know if I didn't really have a point. I was just kind of looking at this through the lens of like someone that's been trying to message people and get dates, I guess, and like I don't know, like I'm trying to maybe compare it to that, but I mean it's different for anyone, I guess, but This is. I mean, this. So I think it's intentionally reads like sort of like
hasty.
Maybe I'm focusing too much on the like. I know it sucks. Like, but like the
like he's horny and desperate.
The sort of no, I don't know about that. But like, they're both kind of like.
Yes.
It's like it almost feels like parody. I mean, which I guess it is, but it's like yeah, that's it. That's how it reads. It doesn't read genuine. I don't think it's.
I feel like they've been. I don't know. I feel like it's pretty I read it as pretty genuinely.
I think it's like I think it's like genuine to the point of parody. You know what I mean? Like it's intentionally trying too hard to seem like a real text exchange. And I think that's the vibe he's going for. Or not even like a real text, but like two people who are like he's setting up like he's trying to really set up like this the story to come. He's like really heavily trying to since we've seen like he the whole time since they've met, it's been like he's really been trying hard to have it like be obvious that they're going to get together. And so that's sort of how this text is reading also. Like it's like you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't really know how to say what I'm thinking. But it's got like a certain vibe to it.
Yeah, I don't read it that way.
What way?
Like, I don't read it as like parody, I guess. Like a, you know.
But it's not like it's not.
It seems genuine.
So you read it as straight up genuine?
Yeah, like this is a cute way that these relationships.
I think so you think he actually texts people like this? Because to me that's weird. I don't know. This isn't that weird, but to me this is still like a weird exchange. This is this is a weird exchange. If this was an actual exchange, someone would have. There's just something weird about it.
Well, Ryan, I guess there's nothing. But
maybe
more
it's
to
just
say.
In the context of the comic.
The shadow synopsis reads,
"Oh yeah,
I'm right."
What?
I'm right.
About it being great?
Yeah.
Or about what is he right about? Is that the right? Is that for the right strip?
Yeah,
that's for this strip.
Yeah. I assume it's about this being so great, or maybe he's just speaking generally. Also, the one comment on this is "Daw."
So that person, I feel like, reads it genuine, or they're also being like,
I don't know,
tongue in cheek. Like, oh, it's cute. It's cute. This creepy relationship.
I don't know. I read it as cute.
You think? Do you think their relationship is cute?
I mean, without the gift of foresight, no. No.
What do you mean? You mean
I can't really.
What do you mean? You mean
if
you didn't have foresight, you would say yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still creepy how they met.
At this point in the strip, I think it's I don't read it that way.
A little bit. I don't know. It doesn't. I mean, I guess it. I guess it's not totally unreasonable. It's just still kind of. I don't know. Maybe it is just the foresight. I don't know. But no, because even he's set that up already. Like he set that. Even if we don't know where this is going, he is very heavily implied where it's going.
I don't know.
So it's already creepy in that way.
Maybe it's because, like, I've been in a few online relationships right now, and I'm kind of maybe I'm seeing it with the eyes of to love.
You've been in a few right now?
I mean, at this point, I've been in a few.
Oh, I see.
Not all at once.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been in one in a while, so. What do I know? What do I know? I guess I haven't.
You haven't loved enough for.
I've been in one online relationship and I was like 15. So what do I know?
Nothing. You know nothing.
Huh?
You know nothing.
Yeah, I guess not. I don't know. Well, we'll see how that date goes. That's that's what's coming up next. So that'll be another thing to compare to, I guess. See how weird that goes.
Ooh, it's gonna be freaky.
But until then, you've been listening to Being Mr. Boop, Urge to Quit Daily Recap Podcast Rising. You can visit the show's website at www.beingmrboop.com for our full catalog of episodes and a sign up to host a podcast. For more updates, follow at Mr. Boop Pod on Twitter. I'm Ryan Pfeiffer at KM106 and at Semi-Sweet Sauce for everything else I make. Lisa, go.
Look for me on Bandcamp, Lisa Doop 2. I have music there.
Lisa Doop also on Bandcamp.
Yes.
Okay, thank you and good night.
Thank you.
This podcast was brought to you by the Pitch Drop Podcast Network. Like what you just heard? Support the show by going to patreon.com/pitchdrop. And while you're at it, check out pitchdrop.net for more of this and other shows.